What is up, guys? It's your boy Gage. You know what I mean, guys? An awesome episode for you guys today. Guys, I seen how you enjoyed it, that Hunter's Ed. I seen it. I know you guys enjoyed it. The Hunter's Ed episode. Now it's time for something even better. Driver's Ed. Yeah! So, Driver's Ed, this is even shorter than the Hunter's Ed, but you know, I had a couple people, talking like, oh, what about Driver's Ed? You know, there's Hunter's Ed, but what about Driver's Ed? So, you know, I don't have any big funny story where I fell on my ass or anything, but I do, you know, have a couple of things I have to say about my Driver's Ed. So, it's a high school story, and so I thought I'd tell you guys. So, it's basically the average, high school story. You know, your mom's like, hey, you ready to drive? And I'm like, no, but you're going to drive anyways. Just kidding, no. So, I was like, yes, I'm ready to drive, and so my mom signs me up for Driver's Ed, and you know, it costs a couple $100, but not as much as it was if you did a personal instructor instead of going through the school. God, it was a lot of money. Anyway, so you know, I pitched in like a quarter of it or whatever. I don't know how the hell I had money when I was a freshman, freshman, right? Yeah, and I don't know how the hell I had money at that young of an age, because I feel like I don't even have money now, and I have a job, 2 jobs basically. But it's just crazy. So anyway, so I get Driver's Ed, and it's at a different school than my normal school, so it's cool being at another school. It was cool being at another school. God, it sounds all rhymey, whatever. And so I just met a lot of new friends. You know, I finally got to the first day, and there's a couple people I knew, and I had my own little group. I was like, you and you, because you're both my friends. We had a little group of us 3, and of course we just sat by each other and took Driver's Ed together. We were in the room for like the first 2 weeks, but then after that you're like out on the roads a lot, and we were in there like once a week, but on the roads like 4 times a week, like something like that. I don't remember, it was so long ago. But anyway, so I remember just going on the drives, and like it was just so cool learning, because I had so much trouble learning how to do the freaking parallel park. I don't know why. I just had so much trouble. And by the way, these were automatic cars, not stick shift. So you guys know how my high school story of my trying to drive a stick shift, that was just embarrassing. So anyway, so when I drove that automatic, every time I went forward, I'd back up, and I'm like stuck, and I'm like trying to hit the wheel, and she's trying to tell me, and I'm like doing the opposite of what she says, and I just could not get parallel parking down for the longest time. So it turns out I finally passed Driver's Ed with over 101%, but that was the test and school, like work part. But the driving part of the test, I got a 91%, which was terrible. It was mostly because I kept failing on my goddamn parallel parking stuff. So the last day came, you know, we have finally this whole like good month and a half of Driver's Ed, and then you know, we have this one final drive that they judge you on, and I decided to take my grandpa, because he paid for most of, or he didn't pay, but he was there for most of it. He gave me rides there and back, so I was like, why not? And this is my grandpa, Alan Collins, that owned my life insurance agency and stuff like that. Anyway, so moving on. We're dancing now, I guess. Anyway, so I decided to take him up there, and we get up there, and he gets in, and I start driving, and before I even leave the parking lot, he puts his hand on the thing, and he's like, oh god, because I'm sorry, like I hit the curb, like I kind of like didn't stop enough in time, and I like fell off a little bit off the curb, and because we were supposed to drive out of the parking lot, and there's like the little ramp thing, but I was kind of still hit over the thing, and I kind of hit the thing, and oh god, it was bad. It was a bad drive, but I got 91%. I'm surprised. So it was just really cool to actually have that. And I just remember I was sweating so bad. I had a jacket on, and I was sweating so bad. I don't know why I didn't take it off before, but I was already sweating before. And I'm driving. I'm sitting there wiping off my face. I'm sweating like a pig. I don't think I've sweat so much. I was just so nervous and stuff. But I just kept driving. She's like, hey, be calm, you're fine. We're just going to take the route. And she had me on the highway and do all these things, which was so easy and so simple. I don't know why I was freaking out so freaking bad, but I was, you know. So finally, after the drive, I get down, and she's like, writes down a bunch of stuff, and then she's like, smiles at me, and she hands me this thing, and she's like, good job, you passed. I'm like, what? And that gave me all my papers, and my little driver's ed certificate that's still on my wall. Driver's ed certification of passing, yay. And I'm so excited to do that. I heard a couple of my family members actually failed driver's ed. I'm like, how the hell did you fail driver's ed? It's like so easy, you know. But they were skippers, and they skipped a lot, and so I guess I could see where they went wrong. But I like studied. I was like, I don't think I've ever studied for anything so bad in my life, because I wanted to drive so bad. It was just so cool. So that's basically how my driver's ed went. It wasn't anything big story. I'm sorry for the not so big story on high school stories, but it was just an average thing, and a couple of you guys wanted to hear about it after my Hunter's Ed story, and nothing really serious or big happened in my driver's ed life. So, you know, basic stuff. But That's it, guys. I just hope you guys would enjoy. I'll try to bring you guys a better episode next week, though. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next video. Peace out.